Time to bring the bass back.
Mix is the beat of our culture. Your music.
I thank God for the opportunity to make music and for that music to be on a platform for people to come out and love.
Your stories.
It's gold for the Philippines.
The next generation of creators, artists, and filmmakers.
We bring you the latest and greatest impacting people from our community.
Spotlighting inspiring content from Generation Mix.
It's just a true honor to be able to do this, especially with all the great Filipino talent here.
Discover fresh artists first from around the world. Uniquely Filipino.
Step back three. He has got that.
Mix is the beat of our culture.
Hi everyone, welcome to this MYXclusive interview. I'm VJ IE from the #1 music channel in the Philippines, Mix. And joining us now is the writer-director of the upcoming musical drama And One, Reno Ursal, together with his lead actor, Martinez. The first single from the movie's soundtrack, Relentless, is already out, and it was composed by Reno and performed by Martin, along with his co-stars Morella Sabio and Jules Aurora. Joining us from the US, please welcome Reno Ursal and Martin Martinez.
Hi,
Hello.
everyone. Hey.
Hi. Thanks so much for
Hi.
having us.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for staying up late for us. Maybe know where in the US you are right now.
You know,
Yeah, I'm in Northern California.
I'm in New
And
Mexico.
All right, there you go. I'm
Currently.
in Quezon City in the Philippines. When was the last time you've been here?
For me, it was in 2013 with my family, with my 3 kids and my wife.
Oh
So
my goodness.
we just went
Almost a
island
decade
hopping.
ago.
Yeah, just
Mhm.
a decade ago, and now they're older, so we're gonna go back soon.
Yes, you
I
should.
haven't
You
been
should.
yet. I need to go.
Ever.
Maybe I shouldn't say that. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I go all the time. Yeah, it's great.
No, that's okay. Real talk, that's the reality of some of our countrymen over there. They've never been here, but it's great that you're doing this, and at least we can see you doing movies, and now you have this And One. So before we talk about that, let's talk about the name And One. Okay, so of course, for all the basketball enthusiasts, this is very familiar to
Yeah.
us. So can you tell us about And One? What's with the title? Why is it called such?
Well, there's a lot of basketball in the movie, so there's definitely that element of it, and that just the and one, you get fouled, you go to the free throw line, after you're making a tough bucket.
Mhm.
That's all about overcoming adversity. And at a deeper level, And One has even more of that adversity in the storyline that goes into some of the things about faith and belief, and how we get through tragedy and loss in life.
Mhm. And how did you come up with the story, Reno? For those who aren't familiar yet with the story, what is it about? And was this something that you came up with during the pandemic?
It was before the pandemic, so it was in information before that. But the pandemic helped to get us to fine tune it for sure. But
Mhm.
it's loosely based on my life as a American Filipino dad, and as a basketball coach. I coach at the varsity level at high school, and I came across multiple different types of students and families within that time period. And all of the characters of the friends are all based on kids I actually coached, which is really awesome.
Oh.
Martin's character is actually based off of a family that had a major event occur in their family, and it's loosely based just on people around me and my family and my friends' life. So it's very, anyone who's gone through tragedy and loss can probably feel the sincerity behind trying to put a story together that just makes you start to feel overwhelmed with with how you get through that adversity. So that's overall how the story developed, was over time during my time as a basketball coach and as a dad. I have 3 kids, 2 daughters and a
Mhm.
son, and just raising them in the States as my parents are immigrant parents, and coming over here to the United States for have a life that we can have a better life, and we did everything we could here in the States. And I'm just in California, raising my 3 kids in a suburban town. That's where the movie is based off of, in Northern California. And the whole music part of it is trying to get people to really relate to the feeling of getting over some of the difficult things in life.
Well, wherever they are in the world, I'm sure it's very relatable because everyone goes through hardships in life, and I hope everyone gets to see this movie to, somehow help them overcome their struggles. But wow, what a background! I mean, with a background like that, your everyday must be rich in different stories from different families, from different backgrounds. So that's amazing that you were able to put it all in one screenplay. But how did you get your screenplay to get produced and now be turned into a movie?
Yeah, the screenplay, I submitted to various screenplay contests in the industry, and it got some shine there. And independent company called Single Cube out of New York decided to approach and wanted to put it together. And just very fortunate that we got some shine, because there's so many great screenplays out there from great writers, and for them to actually put money behind it and greenlight it was amazing. So in short, just getting that placement as a quarterfinalist in a certain screenplay, it didn't win it, but it got the shine that the story needed in order to be seen.
Yes, which is more important, actually. It's like, the usual story of during the contests, it's not always the grand champion that really,
Right, exactly. Yeah,
goes
exactly.
farthest in life. So, yay, now we have this movie, and you also have amazing actors with you. So, let's talk to Martin. Hi, Martin. So, what role do you play in End One?
I play a character named Robbie Alvarez, and he's basically been playing basketball since he was little with his childhood best friend, Mia Manalo, who's played by Morella Sabio.
Mm-hmm.
And it basically, it's about their relationship and his relationship to the people around him and his team and his family. And when things take a turn, and we experience tragedy in the film, it kind of puts all of our relationships to the test.
There you go. But to everyone watching, you'll probably recognize Martin from his roles in Never Have I Ever and Pachinko. So how is the experience working on those popular shows?
It was great. I've just been so blessed to be able to work on such great sets with great actors and really great projects. And Pachinko was just a blast. I mean, it was massive in scope. So I just recommend you have to watch it.
Well, coming from that whole background, you've experienced working with different kinds of production. How was it working on a mostly Phil-Am production this time for End One?
Working with mostly film production. I mean, it's great. I mean, it's so much fun, and I think like I think what's really great working on set is everybody there really values like the art and the craft, and everyone works so hard to like make things happen, and there's long hours and it's hard work, and we're all just kind of trying to make sure everything runs smoothly. So it's just really been a fulfilling experience to be able to have that with a set of And One.
We can't wait to see the final product of all of your hard work. But now I'm going to go back to Reno. So we noticed in the trailer that, of course, Relentless is such a beautiful song. How big does music play, or how big of a role does music play here in the movie? Like, is it a full-blown musical, or are there just some musical elements to it?
Yeah, I consider it a musical. Other people may not consider it a musical, but the music in it suspends the characters out of their reality, and they perform the song out of their reality in their mind. And to me, the music really sets the tone, sets the mood of the story moving forward. So I consider it a musical, straight up. Absolutely.
Definitely. Okay, so let's talk about one of the songs, Relentless. So what is the song Relentless all about, and how does it relate to the movie?
Yeah, Relentless is performed by three singers, right? Martin being one of them, Jules Aurora being the other, and then Morella Sabio. And it's really a song to help push Mia, which is Morella's character, out of her zone of feeling afraid and feeling hesitant to take the next step. and Relentless is the motion for her and the feeling for her to take that next step, to walk into a familiar zone that suddenly feels unfamiliar for her.
Wow, and that's just
And
one song.
yes,
We
absolutely,
can't wait to
yes.
hear the rest. So, how
Um,
many songs can we expect from the movie?
there's we have a few we have a bunch of songs recorded, and there's a debate with producers which ones to include in what scene. So we're looking at 5 to 10 songs for sure, in that range,
Mhm.
and making sure a lot of that is into seeing if it fits, and we have a whole soundtrack ready to for the world to hear. Relentless is a teaser, so to speak. I mean, we want people to hear Relentless so they know, okay, here's this song. There's this film coming out from And1, and hopefully it's a song that people can relate to, because
Mhm.
it's a song that is about overcoming adversity and just getting through the tough times. And in the film, it definitely does make that feeling come across for Mia to take the next step.
Well, let's go back to the recording process first of Relentless. Martin, how was the recording of the song for you? And was it a first for you?
Yeah, it was. It was the first time I think officially recording a song to that capacity. I don't remember how long it took. I think it was like it took a little bit. It took a little bit of time, like maybe 5 hours or something, just in the studio, pounding it down. And I'm learning all the lingo and kind of like how important timing is. And honestly, though, it was so much fun because the art form is so different, and
Mhm.
so that experience is something that I just really like, had so much fun doing, and I would love to do it again.
Mhm. And as Reno said, you also performed with Morella and Jules for the song. So how are their performances like? Maybe Reno and Martin, you can share a little bit about their performances in the song and also in the movie.
Oh, they're amazing. Morella's amazing. Jules is amazing. They can sing with anybody, and I'm just so excited that people will be able to hear them on the record on Relentless, and then also see them in the movie, because um, all the cast that's in this movie are just so talented. They deserve a spotlight. They deserve to shine out there in lead roles, and that's the part that I'm very excited about.
Yes, I hope they do get the shine that they need. I love that term. We've been using it throughout the interview. And now let's talk about when the movie will be shining on everyone. When is the release date of End One?
Yeah, if everything goes on schedule, it'll be in 2023, with the exact release date to be determined.
All right. And can we expect like a full soundtrack to be released?
Yeah, that's why we're putting the music out now, getting Relentless out now to get the music out there. So we want people to be familiar with the music that's going to be in And1, so before they see it. So that's people can definitely expect that.
Yay! Well, thank you so much for sharing about this beautiful film. To everyone watching, please do stay tuned for End One. It's coming in 2023 with a full soundtrack to boot. And of course, let's support the individual projects of Reno and Martin. So, speaking of your individual projects, where can we find you online? What else can we expect from you? Any other projects you'd like to promote? Go ahead, Martin.
Online, you can find me on Instagram. It's I am Martin Martinez, and my Twitter is it's Marty Mart. I just wrapped a show. I was season 4 of Magnum PI, which was really fun. It's like an action show. And I did a little bit of NCIS, and I'm currently working on a show right now, um, tentatively known as Primo, but it might change. But it's the same creators as like Parks and Rec and The Good Place, so it's gonna be really fun.
Oh, I love those shows. All right. Thank you so much, Martin. We'll be seeing you in your future projects. And Reno, how about you?
Yeah, and all socials, you can find me at Reno Writes. That's Reno with the word WRITES. And for the film, you can follow the film on IG and all socials at And1Film, spelled out And1Film. So look for us and follow us, and join the journey. It's going to be a fun one.
Yay. Yay! Thank you so much for being on this journey with us in this MYXclusive interview. And to everyone watching, please do follow End One Film so that we may be updated with every release they put out there. But that's it for this MYXclusive interview. Once again, I'm VJ IE from the #1 music channel in the Philippines, Mix. Thank you so much, Martin Martinez and Reno Ursal.